Hey guys, it's Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, and today we're going to do an in-depth demo of RingCentral for 2023. So for those of you who are watching, you may or may not remember, I actually had Mr. James Kukulis, who's here with me today. First and foremost, James, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How's everything by you? It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while, and I'm very grateful and thankful to have you here on the channel again to show the viewers a demo. So for those of you who may or may not remember, I actually had James here on the channel. I want to say it was about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and he did a full in-depth demo of RingCentral as well as a mobile app demo way back when. Well, we're back here at the slate to do that again for you guys, so we're going to go through a RingCentral demo. James, before we get into the nitty-gritties of RingCentral and what it does for the viewers, first and foremost, can you just let the viewers know who you are, what your title is at RingCentral, and what you actually do over there?
Sure. My name is James Kukulis. I've been with RingCentral now. This is going on year 8, and I am what we call a channel engineer, and I support the partners on training and enablement on all things RingCentral. So welcome.
Awesome. Yeah, so as you guys heard it, he said he's an engineer. He really is one of the brainiacs over there. Like when me, Sunita, and the team are working with our viewers, you guys on RingCentral, and there's a question we don't know, something that's technically advanced, he's typically the guy that a lot of this goes to when we don't know what the answer is. One other thing, James, before we jump into the actual demo, for anybody who's watching this that doesn't know what RingCentral does as a phone system company, can you give them just a brief general, this is who RingCentral does and this is what RingCentral offers for businesses?
Right. So RingCentral, we are the #1 UC provider in the market today. We provide unified communications to customers big and small, anywhere from one user all the way up to, we have users that are 45, 55,000 users. So what we provide is we provide the voice, the video, the messaging and collaboration. We provide call center capabilities as well as texting, faxing, all in one solution, again, for users big and small.
Awesome. All right, let's jump into it, buddy. So before we do this, before James shares his screen, for those of you watching, because we talk about RingCentral a lot on this channel. RingCentral has a lot of features, a lot of things it can do. It's hailed, at least on our channel with our customers, as probably the most feature-rich VoIP service provider out there. But in the interest of your time, I'm only going to cover 7 main key areas of what the RingCentral platform can do for your business and how it can transform your communications. So let's jump right into that. All right, so James, first and foremost, and for those of you who don't know, we just call him Jimmy internally. For corporate purposes, his name is James Kukulis. So if you hear me calling him Jimmy, it's because we have pastime, because we work together a lot. So Jimmy, first and foremost, probably the most important thing that our viewers contact us about for any provider, not just RingCentral, is the mobile app. With everybody working remotely, working from home, working away from the office, and being on the go, can you show me and the viewers briefly some of the key features of the mobile app?
Absolutely. So what I'm going to show you on my screen right now is you're looking at my cell phone, basically, if I was holding it in the hand. I mean, I have my personal cell phone number here, my personal texting, all that stuff. But the RingCentral app acts as a second phone line on your phone. So that's the beauty of it. So you can the most important thing, you could separate your personal phone from your business phone, which is one of the things we pride ourselves on. We are a mobile first company. So every feature that we put into it, we're always thinking mobile first. And what you're going to see from here, you're looking at just a snapshot here of, just the dialer, right? And along the bottom of the phone here, you're going to see messaging. You're going to see the video. You're going to see the phones. You're going to see an inbox, which we just added. We added our new, what we call push to talk feature, which is, it's kind of taking you back to the 90s with the walkie-talkie capabilities.
The old Nextel phones.
Right. See? So, we're bringing stuff back as well that, people have been asking for. But what I've done is I've expanded on the tabs. And what you're also going to notice is you get access to your contacts. You can park calls on your mobile phone. And the important things, people in an office, if they have a physical phone on their desk, can park calls on a physical phone. And we give you the ability to go pick those calls up on your park buttons right on the mobile phone. So we extend those features out. So, me being an old phone guy, that's a really cool feature. You can also set tasks, with people that, hey, we're working on a project. You can also post events with a calendar saying, hey, we're working on this product on such and such a day at such and such a time. And then also you have access to the analytics. So we're really feature rich. We have tons of reporting and of all different flavors that you could take advantage of. And also, if you have admin privileges or you just want to program your phone, maybe change your call forwarding, you're on vacation, whether you have admin privileges or not, you can program so much of your device. Or again, if you're an admin, you can program everything. So again, everything is built in. Every feature that we supply on the desktop level, we do offer to the mobile app.
Wow. So if I'm understanding this correctly, all of the features you just showed at a glance, like the contacts list, all of that, it looks like there's also some ones that if you're not just the only user in an organization, if multiple people in your organization have the mobile app, it looks like, for example, like the task and the events, it looks like some of that has team collaboration. You can share events together. You can share tasks together across specific users as you please through the
Absolutely.
mobile app. It's more than just phone calls and call logs and stuff.
Correct. You can see here, I mean, here we're looking at a demo phone, right? But again, I can go back and, I can send text messages, regular meetings. Here I sent a screenshot of a programming configuration to a tech out in field. Again, just you could do MMS, you could do, different features, when texting. But the cool thing is when you go into the messaging and collaboration, it also gives you the ability to call these people, do video calls with them, and have accessibility to all the other items that you have, whether you shared files together, pinned documents, tasks, even events. There's none obviously programmed on this event, but you can see how simple and integrated the programming is with the device.
Awesome. All right, so let's move on. I want to talk about the desktop app now for those users who, as you know, there's a lot of folks that they work from a computer from home all the time. Well, a great example, my son. My oldest son works for a call center, and he works from home. He doesn't use a mobile app. I don't even think he has privileges to use a mobile app, but he lives and dies by the desktop app with the particular company he works with. So now I want to focus on that. I'm going to leave you to it, but I'd like for you to show the viewers what are some of the key features of not only the desktop app natively, but also what are some of its similarities to the mobile app.
Yeah, so from start at the similarities, I mean, obviously it's feature for feature. What you're going to notice here, just like before, I was able to make a phone call, like here's the phone app. I could go in, I'm based out of the Charlotte office in North Carolina, but if I wanted to make calls from the San Francisco office or even the Paris office, I have their corporate numbers right here where I could take advantage of that. So regardless if you're on the mobile phone or desktop app, these are identical, right? You get access to your call recordings, even the heads up display. You can go in here, and this is a new feature that we've just added, the ability to, well, we've always had it, but now it has a different view where you can actually pop out. Maybe if you have it on multiple monitors,
so that's the team essentially.
Yeah, this is just, whoever you want to add here. Think of this as the sidecar you used to have attached to the phone. But what this does, this also reflects who's in a meeting, who's on a phone call, who's out of the office, who's in an office, who's in do not disturb. And again, it's one-click access. If I wanted to call Rob here, I could call him. I can start a video. I can send him a text message. I can use our team collaboration tool all from here while seeing the presence of that person. So again, really powerful stuff. We extend that out right on the phone capabilities. We've also added this new mailbox where you get to see all your messages combined, which is really cool. Or if I want, I can segment them out to voicemails, to text messaging, to faxes. Again, you have a view of all of them or just what you want to view. So we're very proud of our new layout for our mailbox there. And then what we've also done, we have video options on here where you have video to the desktop. Again, you can schedule meetings on the fly. You can join meetings on the fly. Again, our scheduling integrates with Outlook or Google, any of the calendar email options out there, very easy. You can look at your past meetings. Also, the recordings are very cool because you get, with our built-in AI capabilities, you get a summary of the meeting, you get keywords that was spoke. You also have the ability to look up, you could do keyword searches in a meeting and it will pull that up. It will take a little bit long here to show you a demo on it, but if anybody wants to see it, how you can have the recording from it and do a transcript and maybe type in the word agent or type in, maybe summary or whatever it is, it will bring you to that point in the meeting. You can click and you can watch it regardless of who's talking and it gives you a full transcription of it. So really proud of that stuff. So
that's awesome.
Yep. We've also added webinar. So webinar used to be an additional product. So same as the video piece, but what webinar allows you to do, it's more of a one-way conversational piece. You can have up to 100 people presenting, but you can have up to 10,000 participants attending the webinar, right?
Wow.
And then we give you stuff like Q&A. We give you polling questions that you can ask. We also give you integrations with like Marketo. So when people register, the integration, with Marketo lets you say anybody who registers yes for the meeting will become a lead. The ones that register no will become, a point of contact or something. However you have that set up in, the Marketo CRM database, gives you like, just makes it easier to manage who attended and, take care of that. And then again, it gives you access to your contacts again. So really cool stuff here. You get internal, external, shared contacts is one of the new features that we add now. So now you can create shared lists and share them with people within the organization. And then finally is the messaging collaboration tool I saved for last. Again, just like I showed you on my mobile phone, this is going to replicate itself, whether it be a single user or even teams. You can see this is my corporate one. You can see all my internal folks, all the different teams that I belong to. And then we have a team for basically every component of our product. And that's how we, at RingCentral, we meet with the team players there for each feature or each component of our product. We have a team that does work. And again, and listen, what this does by having all this team and this methodology of communication, it really limits, really cuts down on the email. We've probably reduced our email at corporate, probably anywhere, depending on who you are, 50 to 75% less email because we collaborate first through our messaging tools. So again, everything that we showed you there pretty much extends itself on the mobile. There are a couple features that you can't show on the mobile due to the capabilities of the mobile phone compared to a desktop. But again, everything is all there, just a little bit different format. But again, pretty much feature for feature.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It seems like the desktop app has a couple of things that the mobile app may not have, but not many because of the real estate space. But it seems like It's basically, as we always like to put it sometimes, it's the mobile app on crack because it's basically it can utilize like full screen size.
Correct.
So now I want to move on to one that I think is probably one of the most important things that a lot of folks contact us about, especially where RingCentral tends to shine, is call flow management. The ability for people to be able to really control how calls are handled when they come in, like how they're routed to agents or routed to staff members or sent to voicemail or whatever. Can you show some of the basic to advanced call management features that RingCentral offers?
Yeah, what I'll do is, great question. And yeah, what I'll do is I'll start at the advanced level. And the reason why, because we really make our product simple and it's very easy to manage. So what I'm showing you now is the admin screen. So for an example, if I clicked on a user and we're going to wait, here it is. I'm going to click on Mr. Carl Spackler here. And for example, call handling. We make it very easy to go in here. And you can see right now, his phone is set up to ring 4 times on his mobile app and desktop app. And then it also, because I have a phone for this user, it rings a physical phone, all of them at the same time, 4 rings, and then goes to voicemail. But, again, maybe I'm going to be busy today and I need to maybe add a coworker. I can simply add a coworker down here. It's going to create a new button. I pick, maybe a number I want to forward it to or a coworker. In this case, I don't want to recreate it because I already added coworkers here. You can see I have Maggie, Judge, Roy, Tony. They're all here. All I got to do is turn them on, right? So now what it's going to do, it's going to ring everybody all at once. Like, yeah, you know what? Let me try picking it up first. So I'm going to have it ring it in order. So I'll have them ring me first and then Maggie, then Judge. But, again, you have a lot of flexibility here. That's a lot of ringing of people. So I don't want to, upset the callers coming in. So what I'll do is I'll ring myself first and then I can create a ring group and ring those 3 next, all at the same time. So as a user, you have a lot of flexibility to manage your calls. And the beauty of what I'm showing you here, and again, what we'd love to show you in a demo, just give Prince a call, is the ability that I could do the same thing from the mobile app. I have access to my programming.
I was going to ask you that. Is this possible in the mobile app as well?
Absolutely. So you have access to your admin settings. I'll even just show it to you real quick. So
while you're pulling that up, I have a question. So if I'm understanding what you just showed me there, so the viewers understand this, those are like presets. So I'll throw a random example in the air. So let's say that Susie, the front desk office manager, every Friday, she has to leave at a certain time to pick her kid up from school. Okay. It sounds like she could have a preset that she could just cut on to route calls to a specific person that has said, hey, when you need to pick your kid up from school at 1 p.m., just route all your calls to me. So if I'm understanding that correctly, there could be a preset, a call handling preset set that just gets turned on and it's just working, if I'm understanding that correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's several different ways you could do this. Again, like I was just saying before, from the if you're just on the mobile phone, you could just go into admin and it's going to bring you to pretty much the same settings here. From your mobile phone, if you don't have permission to like dial international, you can't go in there and enable international dialing. You're only allowed to do what you have permissions for. But the nice thing is, in that case that you said, you can have a button here that you just flip, or you can create even a custom rule. You can create a custom rule. If you know every day at 3:00 you have to go to an appointment or a meeting or pick up a child, you could set that automatically. You just go in here and you add a rule, and you could base those rules based on caller ID, based on called number, or date and time. In this case, it would be a date and time routing option. And then you would just pick where you want those to go at that date and time. And again, those are things that could be toggled on and off, and you can have it there. You can have it scheduled, or you could just toggle it on and off at your leisure. And the other thing you could do, we've just added this new feature, I think a release or two back. You could call forward all calls too, and you could just do this on the fly now as well. You could just call forward all calls to another user, another contact, an outside number. And we really, again, we make it as easy as we can for you. So,
okay. All right, Jimmy. So now I want to jump into something that for me, at least for me and my team, is really important. And I think for a lot of viewers that are watching, call reporting. I want to talk specifically about call reporting, like incoming calls, outgoing calls, all that, agent reporting. But I also would like for you to speak on how the call reporting also has parts where people can see QoS, or quality of service of calls.
Absolutely. Whatnot. Absolutely. Another great question. So under our reporting tab, we have an analytics page here, and I already have it opened up. And what this is going to do, and I don't want to, give you guys too much here in the time we have, but I want to show you all the different reports we have. We have business analytics, right, which easily allows you to take all our data and create your own customized reports in your own flavor and your own view, which is a really cool feature, right? We have our performance reports, which measures the performance of people maybe dialing inbound, outbound, answering calls, abandoning calls and such like that. It also gives you call reports on the queues. For example, it gives you average speed of answer, abandon rates. It gives you, how much time an agent is speaking to one person, how much time the people are waiting on hold, and stuff like that. And then these reports, again, these are all, you can save them once you create them and tailor them through exactly what you're looking for. And then you can schedule them to run. And I'll show them in a second. You can also run reports on phone numbers. If you're doing marketing campaigns out there, you want to see how successful, how many calls one number is getting versus another number, to make sure your marketing budget is, providing, good return on those numbers. Adoption and usage, which is a big report here, which is really neat. It allows you to measure what your users are using out there. Are they using messaging? Are they using phone? Are they using video? And what it does is it measures what percentage of their work is done over those three mediums, So again, really powerful stuff. We have our live reports, which goes with our call center capabilities. This measures, think of this as more of a reader board. How many agents are on the call? How many are on the phone? How many are waiting on hold and stuff like that? Again, subscriptions is, what we were talking about, where you can get these sent to your email. And then one of our ones that we're really proud of is our quality of service tool, which actually measures the quality of every call or every video call that we have across our network. So if you have 10 people in a call and one person is having difficulty hearing, you can go in there and run a report. We could see it down if that person was on, they could be in Japan on an iPhone 10 using Wi-Fi in a Starbucks, and you would be able to get it down to that level of reporting, right? So really cool stuff. And that's a really great tool, both on the voice side and the video side, especially video where, video could be a little bit more, complex versus the voice component of it. But again, the voice, tendency when you have poor quality on voices when you're using mobile phone outside your normal environment. So
for those of you, the viewers that are watching, I get a lot of messages from you guys that are saying something to the effect of, hey, Prince, found your channel, love your videos. I'm looking to switch to another provider because the quality of service with my provider is really bad, and they just keep saying it's not their fault, it's not their fault. One of the reasons I wanted Jimmy to show you guys their quality of service is because RingCentral has a tool that's very unique to them that many providers don't have that actually will show you. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's always something on your end, but their tools will show you, is it your internet connection? Is it the laptop or cell phone you're maybe using? It will literally show you suggestions or data that kind of suggest where the point of failure is and why your calls may be dropping or why your calls may be breaking up or something like that. And that's why I really wanted Jimmy to show you guys that, because that's something that's extremely unique to RingCentral. Now, I'm not saying that other providers don't offer something like it, but to my knowledge, nobody offers anything that's up to par like what RingCentral offers in regards to their reporting and metrics.
And then the last on this, again, if you have rooms and devices, this is a great report. You can go in there if there's a power outage. You could see what devices are not registered to the the network. And then again, alerts. We're talking back to quality of service again. If the president of the company is getting poor quality of call, you could set alerts anytime it goes below like 80%. You could be alerted before that user even gets off the phone. So as an admin, so really cool stuff. So those are the reports. Again, there's too much to show in the time that we have left. But again, you can see all the different flavors of reports and charts. There's plenty to do and plenty to look at. So we'd love to show you a demo. Get in touch with Prince. He'd love to definitely show you everything that RingCentral can do.
As Jimmy stated, it's too much to go all over in this video. Final thing, Jimmy, could you show the viewers a little bit under the hood in regards to team collaboration? Because that's probably one of the biggest things you guys offer, where a lot of the other providers, your competitors, kind of fall below the bar as far as the team collaboration tools that they either have or don't have. Can you show some of that and what it's capable of?
Yeah, so what we could do here real quick, again, this is our team collaboration tool. We're back to the RingCentral app. And what it allows you to do, it allows you to communicate with individuals, right? Just, going back and forth here. These are just two demo accounts. Again, here I'm just sharing a configuration setting with Carl Spackler. Over here with Lou, we was just trading a recipe just as an example. But again, you could share files and documents, right? You could see here, any files that you share with the user will be here. Any images that you share will be listed. Any tasks that you assign, links, notes, events, even if you're a developer, code snippets and application, right? So again, it makes it very easy to communicate and collaborate at the individual level, at the group level. And again, it also gives you the ability to communicate with them via phone, via video, via conference call if you're a group, right? And same thing, it lets you communicate with many, right? So here you could see here I have a team. This is only 4 people, 2 internal people, 2 external people who have downloaded the free version of the app, and it lets them go in there and take advantage of everything.
So you're saying it doesn't even necessarily have to be, if an organization wants to invite other folks in, because you mentioned external, they don't even necessarily have to be a paying RingCentral customer to join somebody else's. They just have to download the free app and they can join in on a collaboration or something.
Absolutely. So we'd love to show that to you. Definitely let's get in touch with Prince and get a meeting scheduled, and we'd love to get that with you.
All right. Well, Jimmy, first and foremost, I want to really thank you for making the time today for me and showing me and the viewers what's under the hood for RingCentral for 2023. So just thank you for being here, of course.
No, thank you very much, and always a pleasure, and I look forward to doing more of these with you. So
for those of you who are watching, if you're interested in RingCentral and as Jimmy suggested, you'd like to see more, maybe more features that you feel are more specific to your business, and of course, you'd like to get access to the special pricing that we at Rich Technology Group can get you, my information is going to be below this video on our YouTube channel, our social platforms, as well as our blog. Hit me up and I'll connect you up with Jimmy's team and our contacts at RingCentral for quote special pricing demo. As always, this is Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, your go-to guy for the best deals on business phone and internet service in the United States. I'll catch you guys again in the next video.